Hello and welcome. My name is Fiona Robertson and I am a channel for the dragons. And I have been asking what is the theme for this week. I've been doing this now for about 5 years, asking the dragons what wants to come through, what's the theme that we need to be concentrating on this week. And we have a good theme this week. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you haven't already, then just in the back of your mind have a number between 1 and 4, which will be a very specific message for you from the dragons today. So, the theme that the dragons want to talk about this week and going forward, because July has been a massive clearing, surrendering to everything that's coming up. So, this week, it is all about being a mirror. Your business is a mirror to how you're feeling on the inside. Your health is a mirror to how you're feeling on the inside. And your relationships, they're all a mirror to how you're feeling on the inside. So your frequency is your attraction point. So if you're feeling dull and everything's not working out for you and you're complaining, this is what you will be getting back. You'll be getting more instances and more examples of exactly that. So it's not that the outside world is bringing to us all the thrills and all the spills and all the enjoyment. We have to be in the state of that first. Now, this is tricky. This is a new way of operating. This has never been done before, that we are stepping into this way of operating and allowing ourselves to see the sacredness of our business, to triple our income and only be working a third of the time because we're doing exactly what we're being shown, how we're being guided. So, this is a different way of operating. We've never been able to do this before. Generations that went on before, they taught you certain things about strategy, and that was all they knew. But we're walking into a new human, we're walking into new realms, different ways of doing things. And this is what we're here to talk about every single week. So, what you are vibrating on a deep cellular internal level is what I am helping you to clear up and to get more and more and more tuned in with, finer tune in on the details. That's one of the cards, one of the messages from Raphael. We can't see you. We don't see your light. And they will see different shades and hues of the light that you are being. And once you hit the light, they're able to come in. Once you hit that particular frequency, things start working for you. But if you're working at the frequency, let's say, of I really, really, really want this, has to work, this has to work, it's pressure. You're maybe saying things and feeling things like, oh my God, when is this ever going to work? Your energy is completely different to like, I absolutely, absolutely trust and surrender to this whole process. I know this is working for me. You have my back. I believe in this 100% because you got the guidance for it. That is how I made my first million. That is how I made my first business because I was given the guidance to do it. And I was like, oh, yeah, that feels amazing. And you go ahead and do it rather than, oh, she's doing that. Let me see if I can do that, but do that for my business. You're taking on someone else's strategy. So women come to me all the time with their businesses, with their entrepreneurship and their ideas and flipping amazing, amazing women, what they're capable of and what they know about and what they want to teach. But so often they are, oh, I know this doesn't feel right. They take on a business coach. And this lady in particular took on a business coach. And her business coach was asking her to do this and asking her to do that. And then when she came to me, she's, God, I hate it. She said, I hate working in that way. It just doesn't flow for me. And I said, okay, well, fine. Well, let's feel into it because the dragons show me that everything that we feel is a message, is a sign, is a signal to it. Our sensitivity is amazing for showing us our direction. So this is what I teach. I teach you to reclaim your power, reclaim your soul, understand and own your own energy. So we went into how it felt when she was doing the posts and when she was writing the posts and when she was turning up and when she was doing what her coach was telling her to do. And I said to her, oh, can you hurry up, please? Because I can't breathe. I can just feel that it's so suffocating for you. She said, oh, that's the word. She said, I feel totally suffocated. This is just not working for me. I feel so, oh my God, I've got to go in and go into my business and push, and I can't breathe. I said, okay, well, let's find out where that suffocation is coming from. So we went in and we talked to the sacredness of her business. And her business said, you're suffocating me. You're suffocating and pushing me out. You're squashing out all of the ideas I give you, and nothing can shift. Nothing can shift. So we carried on asking and talking to her business. And her business said to her, I can't send you any more clients until you take care of your energy. You have outgrown all the methods and ways of working and strategies. You've outgrown that. You have to take care of you. You have to take care of your energy, own your energy, look at your frequency, get into a different mindset. We can't send you anything until you take care of your energy. And she replied to me, well, I thought I was taking care of my energy. What does it mean? I said, okay, fine. Well, we need to work on this. We need to help you clean and sort out your aura, sort out your sovereignty, sort out the fact that you feel so phenomenally strong on the inside that no one on the outside will influence you. So within a week, she'd sacked her coach and she decided, okay, that's it. I'm going to talk to my business. I'm going to talk and have communications with my soul. I'm going to do this. I'm absolutely on board for this. So she realized that she'd silenced her own guidance, which was really the message that was coming through for her. Because the message that are coming through for you from the dragons is that we are needing to be this new human. We need to step into the frequency of what it is that we want to manifest before it arrives. It's not so, for example, I would used to say, oh, when I've got this much money, I'll go there. When I've got this, I'll do that. When I've got this, I'll do that. When I've got this many clients, I'll feel successful. We kind of whittle all that down. We unravel all of that, all of your beliefs. We unravel all of that with the dragons, with your spirit, with any guides and things that you have. We channel this through until you find out who you really are in your authenticness. Then you're open for your guidance. Then you're able to do this. So this particular client, within 3 weeks of working with me, she had tripled the number of business. She had 3 new VIP clients. She had 10 people signing up to the course. The course that came into her and she went, oh, can't wait to do that. Then she was happy to post. Then she was happy to show up. Then she was happy to do all of those things because she had zoomed in, she'd fine-tuned, she knew the energy and she went, oh, that's it. Now I'm excited. Now I'm cooking with gas. So that's what we're doing. Now, this is available to you too. And if you want to be helping to orchestrate, to get into the octave, to get into the note, get into the finer frequencies of your essence, of your soul, of what your sacred business is wanting to show you, it is not for your mind. It is not through strategy. It is not through any of that. We are asking for guidance. We're letting your soul come through. When your soul starts to come through, it is so easy and so graceful. If you want to go deeper, contact me for a one-to-one. I'll put the link in below. And you have a business reading. Your business reading will activate, will let the guidance of your guides come through and speak to you and show you exactly what your next step is. Also, it activates your energy and your, oh God, I've got this idea, got that idea. Some people 3 months after they've had a reading, they go back to the reading and they go, it all came through. I'm now making a podcast. I'm now doing TV. I'm now growing my business. I'm now taking the advice that I was given and things are working so much better for me. This is an activation. The second choice for you to work with me is to do Manifest with the Dragons. This is a 12-week sorting out, unraveling what's going on the inside of you so that you can show up and you can be who you came here to be. You know exactly who you are, what you are. You own your energy. You do the rituals and the cleaning of your aura. You know your energy. You know you can feel into someone else's energy. So much happens in Manifest with the Dragons. And sometimes it can be very, very tailored to you. And we meet every week on a Zoom call so that we can channel through new information there as well. So if you want, like my clients, to be able to say the upturn in my finances, the upturn in my relationships and my health is all solely due to the feelings that I feel, and I thank you, thank you, thank you for that, then this is the way to go. So without further ado, we are going to ask the dragons to show up and show us some of the things that we can do right now to become the new human so that we are operating in this particular way. So I am going to be, my intention in the cards is that if you've chosen 1, 2, 3, or 4, that this message comes through to you right now, that you are listening and that you will take this forward. And if you don't know how to take it forward, if you don't know what the message means, you don't know how to go deeper with this, because what the dragons do is they highlight the gaps between you being your human with your earth issues and your spiritual, your sacred business, your soul inside your body, and how that is communicating to you. And when things go a little bit soul intervention, when things go a little bit haywire, that is a message for you too. And that is exactly what I'm helping you with the Dragon Portal, helping you understand every single week what's happening. We're a community of women who completely and utterly understand and hold you accountable to that. And we also, when things go a little bit pear-shaped in your life, we're all there to read your energy and help you forward in that as well. It's a group of soul sisters. So let's tune into card number 1 and ask the dragons to come through to give us the best card. So card number 1 is Raphael, number 18. He does want the finer details. He absolutely wants the finer details so that he can show you where you need to up level. So card number 18 is Raphael. And trust is the glue needed right now, is what he wants to be able to tell you. So if you've chosen card number 1, or if you want to listen to all the cards so that you can step into your new human and start operating with this in your energy, engage a level of trust. Trust in yourself, in your own capacity to create. If we could obliterate the energy and feelings of self-doubt, there would be such a joy and a freedom for you, because that's what you're attracting. If you have self-doubt, if you still think you're broken, if you still think you have to sort things out, being able to trust yourself would be such a weight off and a blessing. Mastering your mind develops your own certainty about situations. A level of confidence develops and builds a strong relationship of trust in yourself. A mastered mind and laser-focused feelings calls for a new style of practice, which will inevitably bring you the trust that will be the glue for all future creations. Once you've created something in this way, you've become the feeling of it, you trust in the signs that are coming through for you, and you start getting the evidence. That's the trust that you need in source. That's the trust you need in your soul, in the dragons, so that you're kind of going, well, I did it before, I can do it again. And this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to step into that energy. And you become embodied in that energy. And those are the courses that I hold for you as well, so that you can actually start walking around, breathing, dressing, feeling, acting the part. You are embodying the energy of where you want to go. As soon as they see that you've created and own your energy, that it was you that created it, trust builds. The evidence will keep you arriving. That you can trust yourself. You can trust your inner self and your soul so much more. You can feel the feelings within your body, your sensations. You trust the sensations that are coming through. You have just to start engaging trust. You've got used to leaving decisions and choices to someone else, like the lady with her business coach. She was leaving all the, give me some ideas. What do I need to do? She was giving all the, all the power to someone else. Whereas you, when you listen, have the power yourself. So you've left the choices to someone else, being told what to do, where to go, what you can and can't do, thinking and believing you are wrong or broken. And you need validation. This breeds self-doubt, and you become needy of instant, quick access results and looking to others to provide solutions for you. You have grown impatient to do the inner work or trust your own instincts and judgments. The most powerful practice and task you can do right now is build self-trust. Also, on the 4th of August, look in my bio, look in on my Facebook page, Practical Magic, you will see a link to where I channel the dragons for you. I do this once a month. I hold a session, court, if you like, where I call in the dragons and we channel whatever is needed to be channeled for you on a particular subject. So you can ask anything in those particular sessions. So that was card number 1, and I'm now going to move on to card number 2. So if you have chosen card number 2, I will pull out the dragon card that is going to speak to you the most. So let's just get the thread up and just call in those particular dragons that are ready to come through right now. Oops. Nikara o tiki a iam o e aela. Nika ale tiki ke harabo ke ela. Numbalela. We are taking our time today, right? The intention is that we call out the card that is most needed for people number 2 to talk about feeling forward, following with your feelings. Nilakopa, Ilakambole, Niara Ikudik Ale. I have to do this a different way then for number 2. Mora, Ila. There we go. She blows. There she blows. Okay. Is it this one? Or is it this one? It's this one. All right. So we have Lunar Ray number 28. Okay, Lunar Ray. All right. Beautiful, beautiful Lunar Ray. So Lunar Ray is the dragon that teaches you to be the new human to do with your feelings. It is imperative that you understand how you feel. It is your sensitivity, far from it being a curse, is actually your superpower. And this is what she wants to teach you, just how powerful you are. So this is card number 28. 20 weight. Explore the feeling of being enlightened, lifting off the burdens of being human. Remember, the dragons highlight the gaps between you and your human issues and your sovereign and your soul. You are imagining what it feels like to be enlightened. To feel that you have shifted your consciousness and perceptions, you feel so strong and sure of yourself that no one's bad behavior is influencing or affecting you. Your stories and old memories are no longer causing you stress, and the dramas have vanished in your life. You are in flow and everything is working out gracefully and well for you. You are wondering now what that would truly feel like. How can you get into that frequency? And we feel that this would be a beneficial feeling that would be more than nice for you to understand. To truly experience the feeling, we ask you to drop the narrative of your analytical mind. Being enlightened is the feeling that you are really very well connected with your soul. You are very aware of your body, how your body sends you your messages in your own language. This is owning your own energy. You know your body sensations for your yes and no all too well. You know what's right and wrong for you. You can feel into someone else's energy and kind of go, oh, No, not today. Or you can kind of go, oh, they are the person I would love to collaborate with. So there is a feeling of lightness with this connection, hence the word enlightened. Now, as you bond with your soul and see through the eyes of the soul into your world, you understand everything you see from the soul's perspective, not just from your personality survival perspective. You remain curious, observant, and you just notice. When you are in this altered state, life drives itself. Your car rolls along the road with ease and grace. There is a presence, if there is a presence of worry and doubt, if there is fear, or if there is super exuberance, a sense of expectation, or something else you feel, you will understand why you are experiencing that. Your soul, via intuition, is calling you to get the message, and it is understanding. And this is what you often call the lesson that you are needing to be learnt, something around it, an experience of the situation and the action to take. Maybe let it go, maybe surrender it, maybe feel if it's yours, if it's someone else's or something else's, letting it go, releasing the story to do with all of that. Everything is to do with feeling your way forwards. Okay, so we love the feeling of enlightenment. This is flowing and then coming from you. And that means that you are considering us, your spirit guides, the dragons, your soul. You are considering your soul that uses your body to communicate with you through your vehicle of your body, which acts as a barometer for the intuition for when you are tapped in, tuned in, connected, and aligned. That is the majority of that message. So thank you very much, Luna Ray, for coming through for us for that message number 2. And this is about feeling your way forwards. Don't forget, you can have a Channel Dragon reading on August the 4th. Right, so we're going to move now on to card number 3. Remember, none of this is for your mind. All of this is for your body, your heart, your cells, and your soul. So we're just going to call in and see what wants to come through from the third message from the dragons today, and just see who wants to come through for that. Okay. Look at it. Yes. Exactly. All right. So we have Tara, card number 16. Tara is absolutely marvelous. Yes, she's very, very persistent on this. As soon as I asked, it just went straight to Tara. So Tara's come through. Right. So as soon as I asked, the energy just went straight to Tara. She's come through very, very quickly. Oof. And her message number 16: flip out of the resistance. In other words, flip out of your own resistance. And she's often asking you to flip out of resistance because she's green and blue, and she kind of like waves between green and blue. She's constantly asking you to, like, whatever you're feeling, flip out of it. Now, I had something happening to me just last week, and I wasn't able to flip out of it because I had to go in and I had to unravel what that was. It was an old narcissistic relationship and energy vampire, and I had come across another one, and it was not for me to sort of flip out of it, even though I could feel what was going on in my body, and it was absolutely horrible, horrible energy. But I knew I had to flip out of it, but actually go and unravel it so that I was impervious to that energy in the future. So, you know, these things happen to all of us. Let's read into the message of flip out of your resistance. You can now easily recognize that most things that pop up that you would normally treat as an emergency or another drama to deal with are merely a slight frustration and an inconvenience, and how you wanted things to go. The situation arises as if by magic to tempt you back into the old ways of reacting, maybe to see if you can dance past this one and remain neutral and unaffected. Notice how you feel and see if your mind and your body are able to be a lot calmer, installing consciously some different and fresh perspectives. How can you see the humor of the hidden dynamics of the situation for what it really is. It's an energy that can be expressed, released, or completed. Like I had to complete this energy that was going on for me of this narcissist relationship that I've been in. Maybe now you can also understand that you had, in fact, imagined an exact drama of that happening. And then, as if by magic, there it was, up in front of your face. Sometimes your biggest fear is something that you will then manifest because that's what you've been focusing on. So that's what we're talking about here all the time. It's like when you say you want something, it's not what you say, it's what you're feeling. And if you've got a fear of something, your worst case scenario, so often you'll be bringing that towards you because that's what's in your energy. That's what you're feeling on the inside. To get so solid in your energy, to understand what the frequency is, how you prefer to be in your energy, is a major shift, a major flip in your resistance. All right. We, the Dragon Collective, often see resistance to the energy that rises up. That is asked to be completed and cleared, to allow you to be neutral and safe as the energy emanates from you and is visible to us. So like they see energy as our frequency, like an octave, like a note, like a color or a shade or a wave of energy. Resistance has a vibration that surrounds you and therefore attracts more similar things towards you. And you, as you fight against it, you are keeping that resistance going. You're keeping that frequency going. The need to stay engaged and frustrated in any drama affects everyone and everything around you, including the air. And this is either to be responded to with your power given away, or your power held in neutral and in reserve for far better tasks ahead. When there is resistance, it is coming directly from your head. It simply glows and pulses differently when you have given all of your power away to others. And that feels like old, stale, stagnant, stubborn, suffocating energy. And it is frustrating to the max. So that was card number 3. And you can also see where you're being asked to flip out of your own resistance because you're resistant to actually asking for guidance. You're resistant to listening to the sensations in your body and what they mean, because this is your soul's language and communicating with you. So like my client who felt so suffocated when she was working with her business coach, but she was really, really, really not liking it, but keeping on going because she didn't know what else to do. But she was resisting her own knowledge, her own wisdom, her own energy, which would have been the best thing for her to do ages ago. But that's okay, because we got there. We showed her exactly what the message was all about and how we needed to clear that and move out of that energy. And this is what the dragons do. They are my guides. They will be your guides and they help you channel what's coming through. I will never tell you what you should be doing in your business, but we will ask your business and we will listen for the signs and the sensations because I feel it in my body. And I help you to feel it in your body and feed back to you the information that I am being given so that you can flip out of your own resistance of being how incredibly powerful you actually are. So we are moving then onto the 4th card for this week. Mine's a little bit jittery. All right. So moving on to the 4th card for this week, all about feeling into the frequency, repairing your aura, owning your own energy and being super, super powerful. And let's see which dragon wants to come through for this. Mikra, niombre, niaria, hokrai kara, incompale, jalare, niara, niombre, ora. There we go. Okay, so we are Utopia number 64. Oh my God, the last one in the deck, which is really the path that is taking you all the way to being off the planet as you know it. So Utopia is the card that lifts you off the planet as you know it. you've leaped without a safety net, and you trusting your intuition, you're trusting your soul's guidance for you. Utopia, she's straight up there. She's golden. She's in your conduit. She's available to you and she's driving you forwards. So her message, number 64, altered states of consciousness. Abide in your sovereign soul state. Now, isn't this what we're talking about this week? How you can be honoring your soul, how you can be in your soul's energy. So I'm going to read some of her message to you. So 64 is rather a large message because it is an activation for you as well. You are in the process of creating something very specific. You have the exact steps to take. And now what you want and the intention is true and pure for the good of all. And you step readily into altered states of the creation zone. Altered states simply means that you are feeling the feels. You are feeling the energy. You have embodied it. You are that character. You are so in that role, whether it's of success or in love in a relationship or super, super healthy. You are it, that I am. You are already practiced and already adept and experiencing the difference in frequency of what you don't want and what you do want to create. You are capable of focusing on the finer details, using your senses and adding in more details, just like weaving in finer threads, textures of colors in your thoughts and your sensations. You can feel, sense, and imagine your creation being with you right now. Your soul, who is with you on all your decisions and known to you intimately, and is accessible to you in your frequency, radiating from you as you transform into your higher frequency state of love and above. So you rise above, consciously merging your two worlds and are consciously activating and synchronizing both of the realms that you actively live in. Because often we have a foot in each realm. So the dragons highlight your human existence and your spiritual existence, also the spirit within your business, your sacred success. So that's what the dragons highlight. So you are living with a foot in each world and you're beginning to really work out how to work that very, very well. Through the sensations, through the information that's coming through and up through your body, as you pick up those sensations, those octaves, those notes, those waves of vibrations and colors, you are doing this very, very well. Any problems that appear from the physical world are being navigated well and are being seen through the new eyes, the new human, and experienced by your soul. These issues are no longer available and they no longer hold power over you. Any problems that arise get a shift and a swift makeover and rapidly transforms the perception to one of energy shifting, clearing, experience as a phrase of growth, and a powerful new opportunity to create a new experience. You are owning your energy. That is what Seraphina meant, who's at the beginning, the very, very first dragon that I ever met. You don't know how powerful you are. And Utopia says it again, you don't know how powerful you are. This is how powerful you are when you claim and you operate from your own power. That doesn't mean that you're a bully. It doesn't mean that you are taking other people's energy or anything ridiculous like that. It means that you are in your power. You are sovereign. You are strong. You know exactly who you are and what you are, and you feel safe to feel what's going on in your environment. And I was telling my son this the other day. So you feel, oh, is that my energy? No, it's not my energy. Is it someone else's energy? Oh, yes, it is someone else's energy. And then you can detect whose energy you're feeling. It could be a place, like every single time I used to go to Edinburgh Castle, I was like, I can't be in here. Someone needs to come along here and clean this energy. I can't be in here. Sometimes really old chateaus and castles and things, I just can't go in. I stay in the garden. So this is what Utopia is talking about. I've just seeing something else in this message that really needs to come through right now as well. The golden age of integrating of both worlds simply passes through the bridge of your mind, and the frequency of light transmits the energy carrying higher intelligence, and information floods through your pineal and your hypothalamus glands and along the bridge that light up the runway to receive life force energy, full of divine, poignant information for you. A clear path of profound information only flows into a magical mind that has mastered the process of integrating both logic and your imagination. Equally, it is receptive to higher frequencies. Now, the reason that I was asked to go into that part of this particular message is because your pineal gland, your hypothalamus, is the way that the information, the conduit can, stay and come into you, the golden light. You're in this drain pipe, you're in this conduit, a bit like a tree trunk. And then it just keeps expanding because your pineal gland allows you to keep expanding. One of the main things that I've learned along the way, detoxing, fasting, taking care of your energy, sewing up your aura, reclaiming your soul, all of that is so necessary to be able to get better and better and better guidance. I'm always growing. I'm always, asking for more things, better methods. And I'm always shown, okay, now we need to do this. Now we need to do that. Now we need to clean up your aura. Now we need to get you to learn how to do this. It's not just about grounding and listening to your intuition. It's like, okay, what can I do to help that be a much better process? So these were your cards for this week. These were your messages. And I will be here on the 4th of August, where I will be doing a Dragon Channel session. Now that's free if you're in my group, which is called Practical Magic on Facebook. And there is the opportunity for you to activate your business, to listen to your business, the sacredness of your success, which is taking a business reading with me. That's a way to work with me one-to-one. Again, the link below. And manifest with the dragons. This is a very potent 12-week course, clearing your beliefs, clearing some of the things that you've got going on, radically unraveling what's going on, and putting in action every single week some very, very strong, powerful ways of cleaning up and owning your own energy, being in your own energy, being phenomenally strong on the inside so that no one on the outside can influence you, and you start getting guidance of what you are to do with your business. This is how you succeed. This is how you have sacred success, because you triple the amount of your income, like this lady did for me, with me. And you're only working a third of the time, because the rest of the time you're taking care of your energy. Your energy comes first. So thank you very much for being here. The dragons are so proud of you. They're so proud that you're doing this, that you're taking things forward. And you go, oh, they are really wanting you to take on your energy, your frequency, open up your channels, and become the new human who is operating in your own frequency, in your own way, owning your energy. So I shall see you again next week.